everyone, let me start with a question. Have you ever wondered how the violin produces its beautiful sound? Or why? Two violins, even if they look very similar, can sound completely different. These questions made me curious. I love playing violin, but I realized I didn't really understand the instrument itself. That's why, from my graduation project, I decided to make my own violin from scratch. I wanted to know how it builds, how each part works, and how it produces music. So, how did I do it? First, I made a detailed models of violins and labeled each part to learn their name and function. I studied different types of wood and materials to understand how they affect the sound. I even compared different violins to figure out why the tunes are so unique. Now, please everyone to close your eye and try to guess which is I made. Okay. Now, if you think the number 1 is better than number 2, please raise your hand. Okay. If you think the number 2 is better than number 1, please raise your hand. That's true, because the number 2 is I made. Okay. So, why did I do this? In this project, I wanted to learn their names and properties of violin's materials, understand which materials are suitable or not, and learn the basic principles of how the violin produces the sound. Now, I want to tell you how to make a violin. Please remember. Okay, first, we need to choose a wood, like spruce and maple. Then, we need to put the wood pieces together and shape them carefully, okay? After that, we need to make a sound holes and add a sound post to create the voice. And the body is assembled and smooth, so it looks clean and nice. After that, we need to carve and attach the screws on the violin. And the varnish are added to protect the wood and make it shiny. Finally, the bridge and strings are installed. Then, in the end, the simple pieces of wood become a beautiful violin that can make amazing music. Okay, now I want to talk about the violin's materials. The 3 important, now I want to talk. Number 1 is the fingerboard. And I want to talk about the F-hole and the pad. First, fingerboards, what can they do? Everyone knows? Okay, what can they do?
Put your finger out.
Yeah, put my finger on and make the player more comfortably and make the music clearly. And the F hole can make the sound more come out and make the sound more clearly and bigger. And the pack can change the strings sound, can change the string. How can they do like the do re mi fa sol la si yeah? And the violin. And now I want to talk about the violin's materials, woods. Imagine if the materials wood could talk, but it is not possible. But it could talk. Maybe Spruce might say, I help create the bright and warm voice you hear in music. I usually use on the soundboard. And the maple could proudly say, I can make the voice very stronger and richer. And I'm usually used on the sides and backs. Ebony, with its dense texture and smooth, might say, I help musicians play more comfortable and accurately on the fingerboard. Meanwhile, Prolonia might say, I work quietly inside the instrument, keeping everything balanced. Okay, these materials just a different types of wood, but they just can help each other together, just like a team. Yeah. Making a violin takes many challenges for me, so the sounds are very broken. Yeah. About the challenge, the number one is the violin's wood are very expensive. And the varnish and painting are very difficult to do, so it looks very black, brown, I don't know. Okay, and the draw on the pack is very difficult to do. I'm very scared about I will break it. Okay, so how can I improve it? I try to find the triple woods on the internet and try to study how to paint it on YouTube and how to varnish it. And I try to borrow the tools to make the holes on the pad, but the school doesn't have the tools can borrow me. So I have a hose pad. And I practice 100 times about to carve the wood. Finally, I want to talk my experience about the violin. I learned a lot of things, but I want to tell you, don't try to make a violin because that's very difficult to do it. But I learned a lot of things I learned about the woods, how can it do and how can it have a sound to each other and how to help each other. And I learned how can the fingerboard and how can the sound holes do what. And if we doesn't have the soundboard or fingerboard, what happen do we have? So next time, I wish if you listening about the violin, you not just think about it's a beautiful sound. Wow, the player is handsome. You can think about the violin. How can it make and how can it produce this music? Thank you for listening.